All right, so remember the last time when we come in here as a group and we sort of talked about the voodoo falls, and I sort of mentioned, resetting the talus and the cuboid if someone rolled their ankle. Well, we're just going to go over those maneuvers today. In regular athletic training, we really can't do joint manipulations, but the military sort of given, we're really not supposed to, but sometimes we do it. But the military has given us a little bit more freedom with that. I usually find it beneficial if someone's rolled their ankle. It's not too bad on the side, too much swelling, or they're too tender, and they complain that they have some pressure inside the joint. The talus, when you roll it, it can sort of come off a little bit, and it just needs a little bit of reset with everything. You can also see it after long rugs or anything like that. I'm just going to kick the other shoe off. I'm not sure I'll go with that one. So, there you go. You can go ahead and just lay back. So what I usually do, we'll just scoot down just a little bit. One way you can tell if you really need to do it is you just come right here. You sort of see how that one's a little, you'll see the lack of range of motion.
I can feel that.
Yep, and I've seen it as bad as like this. All right. So what we're trying to do, we're just trying to get that range of motion back within that joint. So scoot down just a little bit more. There's two ways to do it. The first way is just have them off the table. You're going to interlock your fingers. You come up. You're going to put the two pinkies around the bone. You're going to put them in a neutral position, so joints in neutral. What you're going to do, you're going to pull back, and you're also just going to push up a little bit. All right, so you'll pull back, push up. It's going to be quick and powerful. So come that way. Usually it didn't pop that way, so we'll again try to push. We'll try to pull it back. And say if it doesn't do it right there, we can have them go to the ground. All right, we'll just lay right here. Then just have this foot kicked out. Oops, sorry. And how I like to do this one, sort of like Major Henry shows. You're just going to, again, put it neutral, but that hand's going to be on the back side. Again, you're going to pull up, and you're going to sort of make a J with the back of your hand. So, oh, that was a good pop. Go to stand up.
Solid.
Let's go ahead and lay back down. And a good thing about this, you can retest. Remember, we had a little bit of limited range of motion. Now we're even. So that's pretty good. Any questions with that?
Other than swelling or they're too tender, any other contraindications to not doing it?
If you think they have a fracture, I wouldn't do it there. Also, if they've had, you can set up, if they've had any type of surgeries, they have any plates or screws in their ankle or their foot, it may not be the best thing to do it. So contraindications, too tender, you think it's going to hurt more than they can, if a fracture is suspected, or if they have any type of hardware in their foot. The other one we're going to talk about is a cuboid whip, and everybody sort of knows where the cuboid is right there. I found this one out when about 4 bulk students came in after a 12-mile ruck march, and they all had pain on the outside of the foot with a little bit of swelling. Didn't roll it, didn't do anything like that. So what happens is just perineals come down. Sometimes they can pull that bone out a little bit, or it can sublux if they've rolled their ankle or if they've been rucking for a while. So just any type of pulling through that bone. Cuboid whip is just going to try to set it back in there, and we'll go ahead and roll you over. And again, contraindications, if you have any type of hardware, you think they may have a fracture in the foot, and if they're too tender with anything. What you're going to do, have them just lay on their stomach. They're going to come over here to where the cuboid is. You're going to have them just relax, passively dorsiflex and plantar flex. Just tell them to relax. And what you're going to come down, what you're going to do, you're going to come down, extend the foot, then you're going to supinate. All right? You're going to make it quick. It's going to be like a whip, like the name says. So just relax. See how quick that was? Try it again. And of course, he's not complaining of lateral foot pain. Usually, like if you think it is that, when you start putting pressure back here, you're like, okay, that sort of hurts a little bit. I've had it where it just feels like it slid back in, or you hear an audible pop. All right, let's roll back over. Anybody, let's have you try it, Taylor, with the ankle, with the J hook.
So when you're palpating, the cuboid whip, do you feel laxity when you press on it?
Sometimes you
On the
can.
side?
Sometimes you can. Then other times when you just press down, like their pain may go up.
Mhm.
But sometimes you will feel a little bit of laxity. All right,
One,
so
one time I did it on a OCS student, and she was like, yeah, it's pain out here and all this stuff, and when I push on it, I can actually like kind of feel the bone like sitting out a little bit. So you can, sometimes it'll be out that bad that you can feel like it doesn't feel, it's not broke, but there's some kind of, it feels like a deformity of some kind.
and I've also got people complaining that like there's just a lot of pressure in their foot. All right, so let's try that one. So yeah, interlock the fingers.
Do my fingers go in
Yeah.
front or behind it?
I usually try to put them in line with the bones.
It's right in line?
Yep. Now with this one, I would sort of say move your hands up a little bit because you're not going to be able to come up all the
Right,
way
to
because
be
it'll
able
be in
to
the joint.
Flex his foot up like
Mhm.
so.
And I have the benefit of having big hands.
Oh, big hands, sir.
Oh.
And the only thing I would
All
say
leg.
with that one, just put your hands back,
Okay.
is just put it in more of that
Put it
position.
more neutral?
Yep,
Okay.
and when you do it, just make it quick and
Okay.
pull up. Yep. You want to try the one on the floor?
Yeah, I can try the one
All
on the
right.
floor.
We'll try the other leg, because that one popped pretty well. So just put that leg down on the floor. All right.
So this one, we're gonna cup the bottom of the
Yep.
heel like so.
Mhm.
And here we're just holding it like that.
Yep, and with this hand, you're gonna pull up, so
Mhm.
you're gonna keep it right there, you're gonna pull up, and with that one,
Okay.
you're gonna make that little
Pull
J.
back.
Mhm. Now, don't be afraid to pull.
Okay.
Yank that shit.
You gotta stop fighting me.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, the only thing I would say with this, just make it a little bit quicker. So this is the bad one?
Huh?
You said this is the bad one?
No,
The other one.
Mhm.
I
So-
couldn't. Oh, good gravy.
Yeah, so you sort of see, like I'm just pulling straight back with this, and when I'm pulling back, I just hold it here and pull back, you'll be able to feel it, like distract out of the
Yeah.
joint.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
more of a direct pull and then
Yeah,
lift,
yep,
as
so you're-
opposed to doing it at the same time.
Yep, so it took me a while to figure it out. This
Okay.
hand, top hand,
Right.
its job is to keep it back, and
Right.
that back hand's the one that's
Doing
making
all
that
the
little,
pulling.
Yep,
Okay.
a little maneuver. All right, let's go ahead and sit back up. You can get back on the table.
So it's the bottom one that's
Yep.
and up,
Mhm.
back and up.
Yep, so that top hand is sort of, you can
Just-
sort of say, just
okay.
keeping it right there.
Yeah.
And that back, like you're pulling with the top,
Yeah.
when you're putting that force there, and that back hand's just making that little J. You wanna try it?
Sure.
All right, we'll give Jeff a break. Just kick a shoe off.
I apologize, my feet are sweaty.
So bring that thumb around, you're gonna come up, you sort of see how it's in neutral.
Yeah.
With this, you're gonna pull back and you're gonna come up with the bottom hand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bless.
That sounded like the pop that, you know, when you're like,
Yep.
that people make up.
But did you sort of see how, just a quick little,
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
yeah.
Feel better?
Yeah, that one was actually kind of stiff and hurting from last week.
All right, let's get up and walk and see how it feels. And that's the good thing about this, again, you can retest if they come in with their limping, or if they say they have pain. Remember me talking about that pressure inside the ankle? That's just a good quick way to get rid of it.
Do a squat and see what motion feels like.
Mhm.
It doesn't feel nearly as stiff as it did.
Cool. Cool. Any questions about the cuboid whip? Anybody want to try that one?
Can I try your ankle?
Eh,
Yeah.
Or your foot?
I've
never done it.
Mhm. So what you'll do, if you've done it, ever done it before, you're just gonna come right here, and where it sits over there.
Yeah.
You're gonna take a thumb grip. You're gonna bring it down a little bit. And what you're doing here, Yep, you're just gonna practice that motion, extending it and popping it over. So like that. So thumb over thumb. There you go. Bring your thumbs down just a little bit. Right there.
It's easy because I have small feet.
Yep. Not so much rotation at the foot. Like when you come down, you're just gonna.
Oh.
Yep. So just supinate a little bit. Yep.
Something like that.
Yep. Yep. You got it.
Did I know? I didn't hear it popping.
No, I mean that was
Okay.
the motion.
Okay.
With everything.
I feel all the pressure is sitting right on the cuboid.
Mhm. And again, if their foot's tender, what I do sometimes is just, you know, like, does it hurt more here, here? And usually they'll guide you to where you need to put your thumb. All right, you can go ahead and set up. But I've seen that people come with lateral foot pain, like it's been hurting since we did the ruck. You do it, and they're good to go after that. All right. Any other questions? All right. Thank you.